Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. We've got another episode of the Football £1 Million Drop. I'm buzzing to bring it to you. So just to go over the rules once again, we have a YouTuber on every single week or episode, and they are trying to win 12,000 FIFA points for you, the people at home. Each game has 8 questions. Question 1 to 4 has 4 answers. Questions 5 to 7 has 3 answers. And the last question has 2 possible answers. You have to put your money where your mouth is, and you can split the FIFA points across the answers, but the thing is, you have to leave one answer blank every single round. Will they make it through the game with 12,000 FIFA points at the end? We'll have to wait and see, but today's guest is going to be Mr. LukePingu. How are you doing, sir?
I'm alright. I've got a bit of a jacket on because I'm a bit ill, but good excuse when I lose. Don't get any FIFA points for anyone, so, you know, there's the positive to it, but I should be alright. The mind's still strong, it's just the body that's weak, so we'll have to see.
I mean, yeah, hopefully you power through. It should be an interesting one. The first episode, thank you so much for all the support on that. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we want to try and get some more in. I took back all your thoughts on everything about it. The only thing that might be changing in the future is the amount of FIFA points. But what we're going to do is we're just going to see in the first 2, 3, maybe 4 episodes how well the guests do. If no one's winning anything and it's just getting whittled down really hard every time, then we'll increase the amount. If not, we'll keep it there. We got Pingu on today, so maybe he'll do better than Tom. Who knows? I mean, Pingu is the absolute football quiz master.
Yeah, Tom got about 1,000, wasn't it? Something around there.
Yeah, he got.
Or did he get nothing? He lost the last question, didn't he?
Yeah, he lost the last question, but he got to the 7th question with about, I think, 1,000 or 3,000. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully Pingu can win you guys some FIFA points. If you enjoy this series, please make sure you hit like and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. Also, make sure to follow my Twitter down below. That will be where the giveaways will be announced and everything like that for the FIFA points, if Mr. Luke does provide for you. And also, we'll be doing a tic-tac-toe on Luke's channel, so go and check that out. It is the home for all the best football quizzes. I love the channel, so you guys should go check it out. Anyway, should we get into the Football £1 Million Drop?
We can.
Starting with question 1. And we like to do some questions about the team that the guest supports. So here we go. Question number 1. What number did Wayne Rooney wear when he played for Derby? Is it A, 8, B, 10, C, 18, or D, 32?
Well, fun little story about the kit number is because our sponsor was 32 Red, and they paid his wages, apparently. That's the rumour anyway. So I'm going to go all in on number 32.
What an interesting story. Now, this is the brilliant thing about Luke. You don't just get the facts.
You don't just get the answer, yeah.
You get the entertainment as well and the knowledge. Yeah. And of course, it is correct. He wore 32 D. So we are through to question number 2 with all 12,000 FIFA points. What a start. Fantastic stuff. Did you enjoy having Rooney at Derby?
Yeah, it was fun. It's got an occasional like free kick here and there that was nice. Penalty Panenka against Fulham. I think the one thing I do kind of regret is not having a shirt with his name and number on the back. I think I maybe should have done that. But I'm sure plenty of people have, so I can pick one up probably online.
Oh yeah, 100%.
On eBay for 20 quid.
Yeah, I was actually going to say to you, yesterday I went to the classic football shirts shop in like Shoreditch, and out of every club in the world, the one that had all the best shirts in that shop was just Derby by like a country mile. Like so many unbelievably cool retro kits. So yeah, I mean,
they were the like Puma ones because they were like really nice. Or is it like
honestly, like every single different rack I went to, I was just like looking through it and I was like, wow, that is just another unbelievable beauty from Derby. It was great to see. But yeah, anyway, question 1 successful, into question number 2. Question number 2. Which team won the Eredivisie last season? Was it A, Feyenoord, B, Ajax, C, PSV, or D, AZ Alkmaar?
I know it wasn't Ajax.
Okay.
It's a toss-up between Feyenoord and PSV, I think, because I think its final did really well in the Conference League. Got to the final, won it. I'm pretty sure against Roma, or was it? Oh, they got the Europa League. I can't remember what was it. Anyway, they got to European. No, it must have. Yeah, it was Europa League.
I believe the massive West Ham won the Conference League.
I just remembered that. Yeah, so they got Europa League final Feyenoord. Ooh, do I go?
Won the Europa League. I can't even remember that.
I think it was Feyenoord. I'm sure.
Wow.
Because Roma got to the final against Feyenoord, and then yeah.
Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
because I remember Tammy Abraham could have become the first player to have all three European trophies.
Mm-hmm. Maybe even Small. Would Smalling have won it with United? I don't think he would have, would he? I've just missed that. Must have been Tammy as the first one.
Oh, yeah. He wouldn't have been able to win the conference, though. So.
No, but he won it with Roma, didn't he?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
he could have done a triple.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway,
I'm uncertain.
That's the question. Eredivisie.
Yes. What are you thinking?
I think it's more likely PSV, because it's PSV or Ajax, realistically. And Ajax didn't win it. So I'm going to go... What's a nice split, I'd say? Just so we got something in case it is. I think 9,000 on PSV, and then 3,000 on final, just in case they did like the double. I'll go lock that in.
You're gonna lock that in. Final answer.
Yeah.
Interesting. I can tell you that it was not Ajax and it was not AZ Alkmaar. And I think you're going to be gutted. You're down to 3,000 FIFA points because Feyenoord won the league.
Really? Yes. Jesus.
Yeah,
I just thought they didn't do the double.
Yeah, I've completely forgot that they did anything in Europe. But I remember hearing the story of them winning the Eredivisie. You know that sometimes questions are like they're just a bit of knowledge that you have, so you kind of assume other people may have them. Yeah. But no, wow.
Just in my head, I had PSV winning that really, because I didn't expect. Well, clearly I didn't expect. I'm kind of because I was very tempted just to go all in PSV, so I'm kind of tempted. I did offload that 3,000.
Yeah, I'm glad that happened for sure, because otherwise it would be a pretty.
Yep.
I mean, it would be like a 5-minute episode. Wouldn't even get any mid rolls on that bad boy.
Yeah.
But perfect. Well, interesting stuff. We are down to 3,000 already in a shock question. But can we keep that 3,000 to the end? I think there's potential. Into question 3 we go. Question number 3. Which African country became the first from the continent to host the FIFA World Cup? Was it A, Egypt, B, Nigeria, C, South Africa, D, Ghana?
For a second there, I forgot about South Africa. And I thought it was going to be Morocco, because I know they're potentially hosting one. So I don't know if they got like recently announced as the new host, but I'll go all in on South Africa.
All 3,000 FIFA points on South Africa. And of course, in 2010, it was South Africa who hosted. There we go. We're cruising through. Perhaps we're just going to cruise through the 3,000 till the end. But yeah, South Africa, that World Cup for me was like one of the first ones which I really was like loving international World Cup football. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was the one where I was like, I would have been 12, 13 at the time. I was really getting into it. And I remember it was just chaos. Absolutely. Was South Africa the one with the Jubilani?
Yeah, that was that year.
Yeah, it was.
And then the Vuvuzelas as well, just to make it even more.
Oh yeah, I remember
chaotic.
Being in school and they got banned at school because everyone was just bringing them in and whipping it out in like geography. Right, into question number 4, coming over to that halfway mark. Here we go. Which of these players hasn't won the Champions League with 2 different teams? A, Thiago Motta, B, Thiago Silva, D, Daniel Sturridge, and D, Xherdan Shaqiri.
I know Shaqiri has won it with Bayern and Liverpool. Sturridge must have won Liverpool and Chelsea. And then it was Thiago Silva and Thiago Motta. I think out of the two, Thiago Silva, Thiago Silva or 3,000. Let's do that.
Okay. He has put 3,000 on Thiago Silva.
Because AC Milan, when he joined them, weren't good enough. And then PSG never won it. And then he won it with Chelsea. So he only won it once.
So that's 3,000 locked in on Mr. Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
Well, all 3,000 Thiago Silva. I can tell you, you are absolutely correct with Daniel Sturridge doing the double with Liverpool and Chelsea. Sadly, it was both of those Champions League wins were kind of like either side of his kind of like peak. Xherdan Shaqiri, of course, won the double. Thiago Motta has won 2 different Champions League with 2 different teams. So, of course, Thiago Silva has only won 1 with the mighty Chelsea. So, that's 3,000 points through to question number 5. Fun little one that I love those ones. Last week we had the fact that Seedorf was the only player to win with 3. So yeah, also I forgot to mention, guys, if you have any cool FIFA questions, niche knowledge, anything like that, feel free to tweet them to me, put them in the comments, anything like that. I'd love. Finding questions is quite difficult sometimes, so if you have any cool facts, I'd love to put them into the next episode. But into question 5 we go. Right, here we go into question number 5. We are now entering the period where we only have 3 answers to choose from. So let's get cracking. Starting with number 5. Which of these players doesn't hold the record for the most assists in a Premier League season? Is it A, Mesut Ozil, B, Kevin De Bruyne, or C, Thierry Henry?
Ooh.
Any instinctive thoughts come to your head?
It could be like a trick question. It could be like De Bruyne. That's the thing. It could be any of them, to be honest.
So just to clarify,
hasn't won most
of them,
assists.
2 of them hold the record.
Yeah.
For most assists in a Premier League season, and the other one hasn't done that.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm just like overthinking that. It could just be Henry because he's a striker kind of thing / winger. Or it could very easily be Ozil or even De Bruyne. Surely De Bruyne's got it, so I kind of have to disregard De Bruyne. If De Bruyne hasn't got it, then that's ridiculous. That's
I think it's a bit of a cheat code being De Bruyne, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'll go 2,000 on Thierry Henry, then 1,000 on Ozil. That's how I feel.
Is that locking it in?
Yep, I'll lock that in.
2,000 on Thierry Henry and 1,000 on Mesut Ozil. I can tell you that Kevin De Bruyne holds the record for the most amount because he recently equalled Thierry Henry's record that he had held for so many years. So, Mesut Ozil is the only one that hasn't. Now, us Arsenal fans in the comments will be able to tell you if there's a compilation of the season he came closest. There is a compilation of strikers missed. Like, Giroud has blood on his hands for not giving Ozil the most assists. Honestly, this guy was putting them on plates for his strikers, but they just weren't providing. But yeah, sadly, that means that we have got 1,000 FIFA points going into the last 3 questions. But to be honest, if you do get through with the last with 1,000 FIFA points, it is worth a giveaway, guys, because obviously EAFC 24 is coming out, and 1,000 FIFA points is so valuable, even at the start of the game. So make sure you stick around, and hopefully we can win some FIFA points for you. Into number 6 we go. Question number 6: who is the all-time record goal scorer for Bayern Munich? Is it A, Gerd Müller? Is it B, Lewandowski? Or is it C, Thomas Müller?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I think I'm going to have to just go with the old one, because like back in the day they were just scoring crazy numbers. I'm going to go Gerd Müller. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Not even like overthink it, just go with it, because I think that's
Yeah,
that's the best
honestly
thing.
I think the gut is strong sometimes. Worth doing that, because you can, that was what I was saying to Tom last week. It is one of those ones where you can, because there's options to put multiple answers, you kind of get a bit rent free in your own head. But you have put all 1,000 V points on Gerd Müller, and of course it is. He absolutely obliterates the other two. He has something like 450. Lewandowski has something like 250, and Muller's a bit below that. So fantastic stuff. Into question number 7 with 1,000 V points. Here we go. We're getting close to the end. Question number 7. Which player has won 2 League Cup final man of the matches with 2 different teams? Is it A, Ben Foster, B, Gareth Barry, or C, James Milner?
That's Carabao Cup, isn't it?
Yeah, so League Cup, Carabao Cup, what else it's been called? The Capital One Cup, it was briefly called, I believe. Any of those. 2 League Cup final man of the matches with 2 different teams.
I do wonder if it's Ben Foster, because he would have won it with Man United and Birmingham. It's whether he would have started for Man United or not. Might not even be Man United, to be honest. I think I kind of disregard Barry, because I don't think he got... It would have been City, if anything. Don't think Everton got there. Don't think Villa got to a cup final. And then Milner, that could also be a potential. Ooh, do you know, I'm going to go Ben Foster. Lock it all in, 1,000 on him.
The Cycling GK.
Yeah.
You have locked 1,000 FIFA points.
Why not?
And I can tell you that you have backed the correct person. It is Ben Foster. He won the man of the match with Man United, and of course Birmingham. He came into that Man United team, played, and just absolutely shocked everyone. I was actually reading some of the news articles for it, and everyone was like, "Wow!" I think he has actually said like that was one of the moments that really put him on the scene. Like, people were actually like, "Wow, this guy's not just like a third goalkeeper. He actually is the business." And then of course he won it so many years later. Fantastic stuff. And it's just a fun little football fact for you guys. 2 different League Cup man of the matches with 2 different teams. It's Mr. Ben Foster. Anyway, so that means we're going into the last round. You've made it further than Tom. Congratulations. We're going into the last question, which has 2 answers with 1,000 FIFA points. Can Luke bring it home? Let's go. Question number 8. And sorry to remind you about this, Luke, but Derby hold the record for the lowest Prem point total with 11 points. Who holds the second lowest with 15 points? Is it A, the 2005-06 Sunderland team, or B, the 2015-16 Aston Villa team?
Oh.
Any thoughts?
They were the 2 that came to my mind straight away. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't have one of them in the choices, and then I'd know it's that one. But now, yeah. They must be the bottom 2, basically, then. So it's... Basically, I think there's one with 15, and then the other one's got 18 points.
I believe it is something like that.
Well, I can't remember who's. And then I think it's like Watford just below or above them kind of thing on points. Oh, who would it be? So it was 05-06 Sunderland, or more recent with Villa.
15-16 Villa, yeah.
So it was so it's 15 points, right?
Yes, with 15 points.
Yeah. On that basis, because if Sunderland in 05-06 got 15, then Derby got the 11. Because another team hasn't got anywhere near it, kind of thing. It could be Villa though. It could be Villa. I can't 50-50 it, can I? I can't go 500 at least then.
No, that is the cutthroat part of this game. You always have to leave 1 space 3, and well, we're gonna have to either give the people 1,000 V points or not.
Villa or Sunderland? I can't see in my head a team that recent getting 15 points. Although Huddersfield got a really low amount as well quite recently. So it could very easily be Villa. It could be very easily either of these teams. That's the thing. 15 points in a Premier League season. I'm just going to have to... I'm going to have to go with my gut again. Could be wrong. I'm a bit ill. And I will go with Sunderland. Put all 1,000 on them.
1,000 FIFA points. Or FC points, I believe they actually might be called.
Yeah, whatever they're called now.
Whatever they're called now. On the 2005-06 Sunderland team, having the second lowest points tally with 15 points. LukePingu, you have won the audience 1,000 FIFA points. Congratulations. It is, of course, Sunderland. Villa being the third lowest. Congratulations, my friend. You have brought it home to the people.
Lovely. Lovely.
Fantastic stuff. Do let me know, actually, down below, how many of those you would have got. Like, if you honestly did that, like, kind of along with Luke, how many FIFA points would you kind of have ended up with at the end? I'd be interested to know. Honestly, it surprises me that the Eredivisie one, the second question, the one that kind of tripped you up, because you could really, I mean, if it wasn't for that, yeah, we could be looking a lot more. But I think that was just one of those ones you know or not. Yeah.
I don't really like think about it, kind of thing.
I know exactly what you mean.
And with them winning the Europa League, I just didn't think they did the double. That was another factor in it. And then on top of that, because it was such an early question, I thought it was more because I knew it wasn't Ajax. I thought it was a bit more straightforward than it's just PSV, easy peasy. But clearly not. Maybe I saw PSV top of the table for a while, and then they bottled it at the end, something like that. Just making excuses.
Oh, potentially it was that. I've also just seen, just because I was Googling it, just in case, I think Sevilla won it, the Europa League last year, and Roma were the runners-up.
Is that right?
I think I'm on a sports website, and I'm pretty
they must
sure
have actually, yeah. So maybe they didn't do the double. What am I
so they
thinking
wouldn't have done the double. So maybe it's your Europa League knowledge that has suffered you there.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm ill.
Oh, you're ill, mate. You're ill.
Yeah.
Well, there we go, guys. Make sure to head to that tweet in the description, and you can all you have to do is just go follow me and retweet that to be in the chance of winning 1,000 FIFA points. Make sure to subscribe to watch the next episode when it does come out. Go check out Luke, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.